والله يدعو إلى دار السلام ويهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم.
Brothers and sisters, to increase your iman, read the miracle, recite the Quran. Recite it every day and do read it loud. The verses of Quran are all Muslims' pride. This miracle was revealed over a long time span, sent from Allah to an angel, then to a man. That man was Muhammad, the best of creation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Praise be to Allah alone. We praise Him and we seek His help. Whomsoever Allah guides is the truly guided one. And whomsoever Allah leaves astray, no one can show him guidance. May the peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to a new episode, a new live episode of Correct Recitation. Today, inshallah, I'd like to welcome our guests here in the studio. Begin by Sheikh Ismail. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And of course, we have a very special guest, this big guy, Yusuf. Assalamu alaikum. Are you kind of shy? Assalamu alaikum. And our guest, Esmir from Bosnia, Tariq from South Europe, specifically Slovenia, right? And Hassan from Holland. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is indeed a universal religion. Its followers come from every corner of the globe. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spread His word and teach us how to understand it and implement it. Ameen. As usual, we'll begin by listening to the recitation of the verses which will explain and learn how to recite them properly. But today, Sheikh Ismail requested that we begin by our young guest, Yusuf. So if I may ask you to recite from verse number 31, إِنَّ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ مَفَازًا. Yusuf?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا.
MashaAllah. Barakallahu fika, Yusuf. How old are you?
I am 7 years old.
MashaAllah, la quwwata illa billah. Yusuf has a very interesting story. Basically, a couple of days ago, as I was leaving the studio after filming, I met a couple of young brothers, Yusuf and his older brother. Yusuf is 7.5 years old. And he said, I like your program. So I was very amazed that they both watch the program and they follow up. So I asked him if he memorizes Surah An-Naba, Amma Tasa'alun, and I found out that he memorized up to Surah Fussilat, mashallah. So I invited him and his brother to join us in today's episode in order to share with them their experience with the Muslim youth, with the Muslim families, in order to encourage different parents to bring into their children the concept of loving the Quran, learning how to recite the Quran, and the memorization of the entire Quran. Obviously, there are much younger kids, like 6 years old and 5 years old have finished the memorization of the entire Quran. I believe because Allah the Almighty said, إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. That is the only book which will be preserved by Allah the Almighty eternally until the Day of Judgment. And now we resume, and perhaps after the segment, inshallah, we'll be happy to host his brother after the break. Sheikh Ismail, would you please recite for us from verse number 14, where we stopped last time? جزاكم الله خيرا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وأنزلنا من المعصرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا إن يوم الفصل كان ميقاتا يوم ينفخ في الصور فتأتون أفواجا وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا إن جهنم كانت مرصادا للطاغين مآبا لابثين فيها أحقابا لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا إلا حميما وغساقا جزاء وفاقا إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا.
Jazakallahu khairan. May Allah bless you. Thank you so much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I would like to begin by tackling a few words in our word bank, their meanings and their derivatives as well. It will help us a lot in the future, inshallah, to grasp on the meaning of the verses once we hear them or we recite them. by knowing any of the derivatives. I guess until last time we covered up to verse number 16. And today, inshallah, I'll continue with verse number 17 with regards to the vocabulary. The word al-fasl in verse number 17, inna yawm al-fasli, the day of al-fasl. Fasl means separation. So why does it say here judgment? Yawm al-fasli is one of the names of the day of judgment. The Quran expressed about the day of judgment by what will happen, what will take place on the day of horror, the day of earthquake, the major destruction. Az-zalzalah, the major earthquake. Al-qari'ah, the striking. Al-haqqa, al-waqi'ah, al-fasl. Al-fasl because it is a day of distinction between the truth and falsehood. No one can make falsehood anymore. Everything will be very obviously clear. It is a day in which that the truthful people and the believers and the righteous will be distinguished from the believers, from the wicked, from the transgressors. So, inna yawm al-fasli kana miqata. The word miqata means an appointed time. That it is not possible to go forward or to postpone it by any means. Once it is time, it will definitely take place. No one can change that. The word as-sur, that on the day of judgment, something will happen. As-sur is a trumpet. Will be blown in it. There are two times that as-sur, the trumpet, will be blown. We'll explain right now, but the word as-sur means the trumpet. Afwajan means groups, but not small groups, rather big time groups. يَوْمَ نَدْعُ كُلَّ أُنَاسٍ بِإِمَامِهِمْ. Some of the interpreters of the Quran say that groups here refer to nations. Every nation shall come forward led by their prophet or by their messenger. So afwajan is a plural of the word فوج. هذا فوج مقتحم معكم. So both the plural and the singular were mentioned in the Quran. The verb futihat, actually it is in the passive form. Its active is fataha, the past tense, fataha. أو فتحت in the feminine, she opened. Fataha, he opened. Futihat, it was opened or be opened. So it is in the passive. Futihat is-sama, that the heaven will be opened like doors and gates for the descent of the angels. The word as-sama, literally everybody knows as-sama means heaven and al-ard means the earth. But as-sama, its name is taken from its nature, which is the elevation and the highness. So as-sama from the highness and the elevation, or al-ulu wal-irtifa'. The word abwaban is a plural of bab. And the word bab means door. So abwaban means doors or paths. Suyyirat, once again, is passive, and its active is sayyara or sara. So when we say suyyirat, it was moved or to be moved. That is referring to the mountains and what will happen to the mountains on the Day of Judgment. The foundations, the base, and the surface, everything will be moved. It will be like a sarab. A sarab means mirage. That every time you try to achieve it or reach it, you find it's gone. And you keep tracing nothing but mirage. Jahannam is one of the names of the fire of hell. May Allah protect all of us against it. And it is taken from the depth because it is very, very deep. So Jahannam is mirsad, and mirsad is an ambush. It's a place of ambush. It is awaiting its dwellers to ambush them and to capture them, and it's been prepared for them. At-taghin, plural of taghi, from tughyan, which means transgression. So tagha, transgressed, yatgha, to transgress. And at-tughyan means transgression. So at-taghin will dwell eternally in fire, which is awaiting for them as a place of ambush. Now, I'd like to swing by Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim and explain quickly the meaning of the verses which we studied. We stopped last time at verse number 13, where Allah the Almighty, after He condemned that how the pagans and the disbelievers deny the possibility of resurrection and the Day of Judgment. So Allah the Almighty proved that it is possible by counting some of His countless and limitless and endless bounties, such as the creation of the heavens and making it leveled and making it subservient for humans in order to enjoy living on it and earning their provisions, and erecting the mountains in order to establish the earth and keep it firm, not to shake, and the creation of everything that exists